Alright, and then we got Disney's 1956 film, The Jungle Book. This was the last film that Walt Disney was ever a part of, on a physical standpoint. He still had some involvement in the production of future films, but this was the last film made during his lifetime, and has a print date from September 3rd of 1997. It's a good movie, The Jungle Book. Well, I don't want to say that, because I haven't watched it in a while. I know a lot of people like it. I'm not sure if I'm one of them. And then we have Disney's Hercules, the 1998 VHS. This was a brand new film that came out in 1997, and thus a year later got a home video release. And a print date from November 28th of 1997. And yeah, you can see the film strip here. Pretty good condition. None of these are in really terrible shape. I've kind of gotten rid of the ones that are, or I just don't have that many of them. Also have the 1998 Spanish Espanol VHS that I got at the Savers in Vacaville. Print date from January 23rd, 2002. This is obviously a late reprint, I believe. Alright. Then we got Disney's Peter Pan, the 45th fully restored limited edition. Peter Pan, I think, is one of those Disney films that does not hold up. It does not, for a multitude of reasons, but I wouldn't call this a great film. Printed on January 21st of 1998. I don't think Peter Pan's the best. And you can also tell this tape is slightly damaged, it looks like at the end. But I think it just needs to be rewound. But honestly, I don't think Peter Pan's that great. I have yet to rewatch it, but it's not one that I remember being a favorite of mine. I also have two copies here of Disney's The Little Mermaid, the 1998 Masterpiece Collection VHS with Ariel in the spine, the back, and the tape itself. Print date from February 18th of 1998. Also got another copy with a dark sticker label. Printed on February 15th of 1998. And the opening to this tape is pretty interesting, because there aren't the usual theatrical trailers, but they're set to the backdrop of Jodie Benson basically introducing all of them with the fish, which is a pretty weird angle to market your films, but it's kind of fun. And you do have the end of the credits, Part of Your World music video with Jodie Benson. So I'm all for this tape, you know, being a little bit fun with what it's doing. I'm always for updating the credits. I think it's a fun release. I do wish they kept those features on future copies of The Little Mermaid. I don't think they kept the music video at the credits, though. I think it was only on the 1998 VHS. But of course, I have two copies of Disney's Melody Time, because of course I do. Yeah, Disney's Melody Time. I'm going to be watching this one in a few weeks here. Here's the tape itself. Print date from May 8th of 1998. This tape has definitely seen some better days. It kind of looks worn out, honestly. I mean, it does look really clean, but I don't know. It just feels old. The box isn't in the greatest condition, but I have it, because I have to have all the variations. Speaking of which, I have a sticker label copy right here. Dark sticker label, to be specific. Printed on April 30th of 1998. And it opens the exact same way, as far as I know. Alright. Then what do we got here? Oh, we got Disney's Disaster. The Black Cauldron. Actually, is this the right copy? Let me check. No, that is not. Though that tape is damaged. No, I have the Black Cauldron right here. The 1998 VHS. I watched this film once, and I believe I watched it off this tape. June 13th, 1998. It is not a good movie. It is not. And you know how I said I appreciate The Hunchback of Notre Dame for actually using its darkness to tell a more compelling story and to touch on real issues? The Black Cauldron's just dark for the sake of being dark. And there's no real message in it. There's no real saving grace about the film. I mean, I guess its legacy for how far it really pushed Disney animation and where they were going to go, where they were willing to go, rather. you know, there is that part of a legacy factor with it, but it's just terrible. And no wonder it took so long for them to release it on home video. I mean, it was a big deal when it bombed, because I think they knew it was going to, but they had the terrible test screenings, they had the 12 minutes of cut animation. The Black Cauldron's a terrible film. I would not recommend it at all. The VHS box art with all the shine and everything, honestly, is a lot better than this film deserves. But I do have the 1998 Canadian VHS of it. This tape is damaged at the beginning. Cartridge number, let me see here, 147 out of 204. Oh yeah, there it is. I'm pretty sure I did that when I was younger. Alright, let's take a look at some more Disney tapes. And we're kind of further into the year 1998. I showed you Black Cauldron in the last part. I showed you how destroyed my copy was. And now we're going to take a look at one of my favorite Disney films, Lady and the Tramp. And you know, I should have rewatched this movie. I haven't seen it in years, but Lady and the Tramp is a good movie. Though, which copy is this? Okay, this is my second copy. No, here's my first copy. Tape with a print date from August 4th of 1998. And it's a very nice condition copy, as you can see right here. A little bit loose, but nothing that a little bit of a wheel twist can't fix. You always want to be very careful, though, to not twist it too far, but I think a little bit's fine. I love Lady and the Tramp. I think it's a great movie. So I have this copy. Also have another copy of it that comes with a dark sticker label. It's not it's not in as of great condition. That's not even a full sentence. But it's also printed in August of 1998 on the 13th. Alright. Then we got Disney's Lady and the Tramp, the widescreen release. This was a very rare one to find. I looked for this one for a while. It does have a few little things on it. It has Peggy Lee in rare behind the scenes, bonus footage showing the Siamese cat song recordings. Yeah. Ink label, print date from September 16th of 1998. I'll upload the contents to these tapes soon. I will. I've been working on it. I have to get through the whole Masterpiece collection. But I will upload the contents soon. I also have 2 copies of The Rescuers from 1999. I own 2 copies because of the labels. I think... Okay, that's my second one. So, here's the first one I'm going to show you guys. This has a dark sticker label and a print date from February 15th, 1999. So, I actually need to pick up a copy with an ink label because I don't have one. But here's the one with a white sticker label, printed on November the 24th of 1998. There you go. And then you also have the Spanish VHS of The Rescuers, which I think I enjoyed this film when I rewatched it a while back. That was years ago, though. Print date from February 24th, 1999. I've not seen this tape. I've not played these tapes in a very long time. I've also got 2 copies of Disney's Mulan, the masterpiece of a Disney film. I think this is really the last of the great Renaissance movies. Print date from December 31st, 1999. I think this is a great movie. This is a really, really good movie. I also have another copy. This one, I believe, has a dark sticker label, which is why I kept it? December 13th, 1999. Wait, why do I have 2 copies of this? I don't remember why. Do these tapes open differently or something? That one's an ink label, December 31st. Huh. I'll have to check out these 2, because I might be able to get rid of one of these. And it's always good to kind of downsize the collection a little bit, get rid of the duplicates. I also have 2 copies of 101 Dalmatians, the 1999 Masterpiece Collection VHS. And I do really like the front cover artwork here. Print date from January 24th, 1999. And then another copy with a dark sticker label here. I recently showed this in a video of mine, printed on January the 13th of 1999. The first one's in obviously better condition, but they both work. Need to straighten my stack or I'm going to have them falling over on me. We got next The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, the 1999 VHS. Print date from April 24th, 1999. And then we have a couple reprints. So I showed you Mary Poppins, Robin Hood, and Alice in Wonderland in previous videos. I showed you Mary Poppins in this one. Well, no, in the last one. I'm forgetting where I've recorded what. But these three titles would receive reprints and new tape masters in 1999. And when it comes to reprints, usually they're just, oh, the same artwork, different tape master. These are full-on new artwork. Well, except for Mary Poppins, that one's a little bit... It's a little bit more special, but it is pretty much the same artwork. But I'm going to show you all three of these tapes. First, I got Alice in Wonderland, the 1999 VHS, with a print date of June 18th, 1999. And then Robin Hood, the 1999 VHS. Print date from June 8th of 1999. And then finally, not for the video, but for these three tapes, I have Mary Poppins. And the difference you'll notice with this one, let me pull out my copy actually, because it is right here. Perfect. If you look at the back, this one's a Masterpiece Collection on the back, this one is not. This one also is a limited edition, this one is not. So this one goes for the more classic Masterpiece artwork, different title font and everything. This was a fully restored limited edition. And, went right there. And for those wondering, Mary Poppins wouldn't be re-released on VHS until 2004. And that would be the first time it came to... Actually, no, that's not true. It was released in the Gold Classic Collection. It got a 2002 reprint. And then it got a full-on new artwork, everything, in 2004. Along with another DVD release. The print date on this tape is from July 20th, 1999. And I know that someone had a copy of this tape and it broke. Well, thankfully my copy is in good condition. It has not broken as of yet. Though if it was going to break, I think the 1997 copy would be the one that would break. Because that tape clearly has seen some better days. But I've got one more Masterpiece Collection title. Pinocchio. The 60th Anniversary Edition. Now, I know people might be like, well, is it a Masterpiece title? Print date September 13th, 1999. It depends. Depending on the copy you own, yes. There are two variations. One with the Masterpiece logo and one without. We're going to see what variation this one is. And I've been cleaning my VCR in the meantime, so we can easily pop the tape in. Alright, let's take a look at this Pinocchio VHS, see what the contents are. So, we want to... Whoops! Wrong button. Alright, here we go. Rewind. Now that we're playing the tape. Alright, so does it come with the Masterpiece Collection logo? We got the opening credits, Buena Vista, THX. Alright, everything you'd expect. Yes! Yes, it does. Alright, there it is. Oh, I don't know what that was. Was that a misplay, or what happened there? Yep, I think the tape just played weirdly. But yeah, this tape does have the Masterpiece Collection logo on it. And it is part of the wiki page that I was using to gather these tapes, and the release order and everything. So, yeah, 1999 Masterpiece Collection VHS of Pinocchio, but it's in a 60th fully restored limited edition case. Actually, it just says 60th Anniversary Edition, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But that's going to do it for the Masterpiece Collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There is a chance I merge these into one part, depending how long the other one is, if I cut some things a little bit. But it'll probably end up being 3 parts. But the next video you can expect from me, collection-wise, is my Gold Classic Collection. Take care, everyone. Goodbye for now.